welcome to the crypt. This is Lord Necrosius, and today we're diving in with Nadir. This is a roguelike deck builder. It's in early access and it was released by the devs Black Eye Games. This came out roughly a month ago on Steam, I believe it was. I believe it's actually been out a little bit longer on the likes of Epic Games as well, so you can pick it up on both of those platforms there. We're going to jump in and check it out, spend a little time with it and see how we go. We're starting out here with a tutorial, so we get to learn the game together here. So let's see. Gene, there's no time to explain. You need to fight this demon. See those cards, you're going to use them to attack and defend yourself. See how they're divided into two parts, blue and red. Remember that, it's going to be important. Here on the top of the screen are the demons cards. They are double-sided. One is blue, the other side is red. So we've got one red card here. Looks like that does 2 damage, and then 2 blue cards. One does 2 armor and the other's 4 damage. Right, so our cards here look like they both have a blue and red side as well. Alright, so we can click on one of our cards here. I suppose we can take, let's just grab this one here. Click on one of the enemy cards. So we can do 10 armor, which should block. Okay, so then their blue card is switched over to their red face. See that your cards have 2 abilities. Blue activated when you play it on blue enemy card, and red activates when played on a red enemy card. To play the ability of your card that you need at the moment, match it with the color of the enemy card. Alright, so it is going to require a little bit of thinking and tactics here. We can again do armor, or we could deal 3 damage 2 times. Let's try that. Okay, so on the bottom here we also see our life points and our armor for both ourselves and the enemy. Right, you felt that slap from the enemy, right? That was enemy's reaction. Keep in mind that after the enemy reacts, the enemy card will turn over. Use what you learned so far to defeat this demon on your own. Okay, so now that they're all red cards, we can only use red abilities against them, so we can parry that one there. Alright, now we've got a blue card again. We can do 6 damage through that armor. Three damage 2 times through that armor. I think we're also going to probably boost our armor up ourselves. With this card, protect from the 4 damage there. Okay, so it seems simple enough. It's an interesting concept. I mean, the double-sided cards is going to require a little bit of thinking, back and forth, trying to manage that. One of the things I love about this game, though, I have to mention it, this art style is amazing. I really like the ink work on it. The shadows and everything. It kind of reminds me a bit of Darkest Dungeon. I'm not sure if that's kind of what they're going for, but it does have that Darkest Dungeon kind of vibe, which I'm loving here. This looks really good. Alright, let's see if we can get some more damage through here. Awesome, and that should be our kill. Not bad. Okay, so we're into the second stage of the tutorial now. Now we will complicate things a little. See those circle slots on the enemy cards? Those are called charges. Okay, charges, right, got it. Until all of the charges on enemy cards are filled up, the card will not activate its reaction and will not turn over. How are charges filled? Your cards have enemy card icons on them. They indicate how many enemy cards will fill up charges. Play a card to see it for yourself. Okay, interesting. yeah, really interesting concept here actually. I think we want to block this, right? Okay, so it's got one charge on it now. Your cards with the cost of 2 or 3 are a bit harder. To activate them, you need as many enemy cards of the colour visible as the cost of your card. To play a 2 cost blue ability, you will need 2 blue enemy cards visible. Play a 3 cost red ability, you'll need all 3 enemy cards turned to their red side. Got it, okay. So yeah, it definitely is going to take a bit of thinking. So we can see here the cards at the top on the left. Let's try and block this card here again. So now we've got another red here, so we can start using the red abilities as well. So important thing, 2 cost abilities will fill 1 charge on 2 enemy cards of the matching colour. Okay, so there's quite a bit we're going to have to think about here. That could cause an issue later on. I can see myself forgetting that happens. So cost 3 will fill 1 charge on all 3 enemy cards. Keep that in mind. The enemy can activate more than 1 reaction if more than 1 enemy card gets its charges filled. Right, okay. Let's have a think about this now. We're going to want... I do think we want all of these over onto our red. So I'm going to block that a couple times. So now we can use our red 3 ability. Deal 24 damage. Prevents all incoming damage. Well, okay, that's probably not great. Let's see what happens there. I think we're going to use that again. Okay, we did get the 24 all the way through, that's good. So they're activating their armor. We've got what, 10 armor, 1 shielded. Deal 6 damage 2 times. Let's block. I do think we kind of need to get some damage through here. Let's just attack here. We'll try that again actually. There we go, we've got the kill. Okay, 3rd stage. Let's see what else they're going to try and teach us here. Now's a great opportunity to play your Valor ability, but hey, it's your game and your choice. It will give you Rage, which buffs your Strength stat. Strength is important as it's a base to calculate damage from your cards. You can see your current Strength next to your health bars. The enemy's Strength works the same, and you can also take a look at that next to his health bar. Okay, so Strength can be increased with Rage or decreased with Weak. Choose a card with Valor ability or a different one, you rebel. Okay, so we do have this one here. Gain 2 Rage. Okay, so our Strength is 8, theirs is 4 by the looks of it. It's one last thing I can show you, the redraw. If you feel you're in a pickle and no cards feel right, you can use on the redraw button. Okay, there's a little bit of a weird grammatical thing going on there. You can use on the redraw button. Okay. So we can use the redraw button on the bottom of the screen. Try it now. Okay. Redraw. The enemy reacted again. Yes, each opponent you will encounter will have a special redraw reaction. You can see what he'll do at the bottom of the screen. On the right are the effects that will be applied to the enemy, and on the left are the ones that will affect you. Okay, so I think they've gained protection by the looks of it. Just under the cards at the bottom here it says protection 1. That's all I can teach you. Good luck. So yes, there is quite a bit to the mechanics of this game, which is good. It's an interesting, unique concept of like a card game. I haven't come across anything else like this before, so it's going to require a fair bit of thinking. Right, so we have protection. Protection. All armor gained by character with protection status is increased by the status value. Okay, they have 10 armor there. I think we use Master Slash. Hits 22. Let's try and use that again, I think. There we go. Nice easy kill. Alright, City of Nadir. Welcome to the City of Nadir, your home in the lands of the damned. While here, you'll be able to construct new buildings for your city to increase your power. To build new structures, you'll need resources gathered from the remains of your enemies. Use the menu on the left to browse through structures you can build in Nadir. Use tabs to expand, hide structures that cannot be built once they're already built. Okay. Oh, this is interesting, that's for sure. You know, this is almost like Heroes of Might and Magic in a way. I don't know, I'm getting that kind of sort of city building vibe from the Heroes of Might and Magic. Just the way it's laid out as well, I think. Okay, so we have Saint Stake. Okay. Unlocks playable characters. Unlocks card crafting option on the deck change map node. And unlocks gluttony enemies. Sinners of Gluttony. Ah, okay. So are these ones already unlocked? Okay. Can't do anything there, so I guess we're going to build the Emporium. Unlock card shop node. Alright. Filth. Okay. So we construct that. That's very cool. Doesn't look like we can really do anything else here at the moment. But it's got a little bit of a skill tree here for the building unlocks. So that's interesting. Looks like there's a decent amount you can do there. Let's select a character. So we have 3 options in total. 2 of them are currently locked. We have Pride, Lust and Greed. So we are playing as the Deadly Sins, the 7 Deadly Sins. Whether or not they actually have 7 of them, I'm not too sure. This may just be to start us off though. So if we jump in with Pride, which is our character we were just using for the tutorial. Right, choose your adversary. Beelzebub, Gluttony. Abdon, Wrath. Asmodeus, Lust. Moloch, Greed. Okay, so there's clearly different ones we need to go after eventually to get different types of resources. But we'll jump in with Beelzebub, Gluttony, so we can depart on our adventure there. Alright, now your journey through hell starts. Fight demons to gain resources needed to upgrade your city of Nadir. The first node on each circle has to be a battle, but afterwards you can choose any of the available events on the circle, or you can go deeper. Remember, you can't go back to a higher circle. So it's like we're going through the circles of hell. At the very bottom of the map awaits the greater demon of the sin of gluttony, Beelzebub. He's a tough enemy, so make sure you're ready. If you think you are not ready yet, you can use the Return to Nadir button to get back to base with your current gathered resources. That's good to know. Okay, so we can always back out with whatever resources we've grabbed and try again. Right, so this one, fight one of the cursed residents. What do we have up here? We've got manage your deck, and we've got abilities. Let's go check these abilities out, because I believe this is how you're going to be crafting cards. I understand that you basically get to choose your combinations of blue and red on your cards, and you can create them. So it looks like those are available there. Let's have a look at the deck we've got. So I can see where crafting new cards is actually going to be quite interesting as well. I think you could come up with some really good combinations here actually. Let's jump into the fight and we'll give that a go. So we're fighting a beggar. 35 health, 5 strength. It does have more strength than we do though. Let's see, so you've got 2 red cards and a blue card. What can we do here? Well, as far as doing blue, we can do either of these. The question is, do we want all of these to be red or all of them to be blue? We can gain some armor. Let's see, we can gain some armor, we can do a double slash, 2 damage 2 times. 2 damage 2 times, 6 damage. Okay. I think we actually might want to... Ooh, gain 1 shielded. That could be good. So maybe we want to get rid of one of these red cards. I might use this block here. Or the armor, I should say. It's not a block, really. Okay, we have to be aware that we're going to end up triggering potentially this middle red card here. I think we're going to have to. So thankfully we've got the armor though. Now we can gain 1 shielded. Ooh, and gain 1 rage. That's actually probably pretty good too. There we go, that's going to help with our damage output. So now we can do 8 damage. I think these were 6 previously, right? They've got all red cards now, so 3 damage 2 times, 3 damage 2 times. It's kind of our only real option here. So they did gain 15 armor from that though. Let's do an 8 damage. Get rid of some of their armor. Ooh, 20 damage. Okay, I'm thinking we want to attack like this. Get our armor back up. Do our 20 damage. That's going to change to a blue card, I believe, now. We could also grab 1 shielded or just do a straight 8 damage, I think. Now, I believe all we have to do is this last 8 damage and we win. Okay, yeah, because their card doesn't seem to trigger until after we've done our ability. Right, so we've got 5 soul shards, 5 filth, and 1 card. Okay, interesting. Now it's time to claim your reward. You can choose of the 3 presented abilities, select one you like, and confirm your choice with the confirm button. Okay, which one of these do we actually want? Gain 5 shielded, apply 2 rage. That sounds pretty... Ooh, apply? Wait. Apply 2 range. Does that mean we're giving the enemy the 2 rage? Suffer 8 damage. Gain 2 rage. Gain 3 protection. Deal 20 damage, gain 3 bleeding. So, character with bleeding loses 1 HP for each point of bleeding after playing a card. Then the bleeding value is reduced by 1. What's not clear exactly is whether the bleeding goes onto me or the enemy. If that could be in the tooltips, that would be very helpful. Deal 4 damage 5 times. That sounds pretty good as well. That's basically a solid 20 damage there. Deal 12 piercing damage. Okay, so piercing damage. Ignores armor and goes directly to HP. That actually also sounds good, and it's only the cost of 2 blue cards. I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit of a hard decision. I do like the idea of this piercing damage though. I feel like, obviously the 1 cost card, if that bleeding is on myself, I can understand why it only costs 1 then, which I think that might be the case here. Let's go timed slash. I actually think that might be a good option there. So we can pick that, and what else do we want then? Gain 5 shielded, apply 2 rage. Just seems quite expensive for... No, actually, I'm going to grab that. Let's try that. So if we go into our deck here, let's see. Right, this is the card we just created. So it says apply 2 rage. This one says gain 1 rage. I'm kind of worried about the fact that that says apply. I guess there's only really one way to find out. We're going to have to actually try it out and see. So let's advance through. Let's see. Hold the button to continue. There we go. Advance down into the pits of hell. Give this another go. Lump of flesh. That's very weird looking. Looks like an apple. Looks like an apple. Right, okay. We might have to think about this a little bit. So 24 damage and rust 5. So what does rust do? A character with rust loses 1 armor for each point of rust after playing the card. Then the rust value is reduced by 1. Okay, so it's sort of like, same as sort of like a poison or anything like that in a game, but it affects armor. Increase armor points of lump of flesh by 10. I'm thinking we might have to actually take this damage here then. Right? Let's parry this. Get our red out here. I think we're going to want our armor up as well, actually. We could do 16 damage. We take 6, they take 6. I want to try this taunt. I'm curious as to how that's going to play out. So let's go through and attack with this. I'll hit that as well. They're going to gain 10 armor. Now that we've got 3 red cards, let's check this out and see what happens. I'm very curious about this taunt. Gain 5 shielded, apply 2 rage. Okay, yeah, that wasn't what I was afraid of. I knew that apply may have actually affected the enemy, so that's exactly what it's done. That is not good. That is really not good. I think we're going to be safe here anyway though, so it's not really a biggie. Okay, not too bad. Again, we've got soul shards, filth, and a new card. So we can craft a card here. Deal 4 damage 5 times. Counter. Okay, I like 8 damage and 8 armor. That's good for the cost of 2. Now we could either do, I guess Master Slash is probably just the smart choice. I don't understand why I would take Storm of Slashes over Master Slash. Yeah, I think we just grab that. I am worried about having only like getting too many high costing cards though. But let's take that anyway. That sounds like a pretty good card there. Right, let's advance down again. We can fight some merchant store, deck change. I can edit cards or craft completely new ones. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we have to complete a combat node first. Right, let's just jump in then. Okay, swarm flies. They have something called disease by the looks of it. Create 1 disease card, add them to your hand, they will stay in your deck until the end of the battle. Okay, so we're getting a few new concepts come in here, a few new game mechanics. They also have piercing damage though. I think we gain the rage here. Right, so gain a shield and parry, that might be worthwhile. 3 damage 2 times. Three damage 2 times. Let's do that again. 8 damage for 5. I think I can sacrifice that. That's going to hit my armor. They have no armor, so I'm not worried about that. Their piercing's going to go through though, so I can't really avoid that, unfortunately. I guess we're just going to have to do what we can. Or, yeah, no, that's the only option we have here. Okay, we can do 15 damage ourselves. Right, so this is the disease card that they've just given us. Gain 5 rust, gain 3 decay. Okay, interesting. Not too sure how this works exactly. I guess if we're forced to use it, that could be bad. That could actually be really bad, because we might end up forced to use it if we don't have anything else that we can play. Grab some more armor. Again, I think I'm going to have to armor up. Right, this should be a kill now. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. This is actually really quite a cool concept doing this. I'm enjoying like creating the cards as well here. Mixing and matching these abilities is interesting because I want to be able to be a little bit careful about how much these cards cost now. So deal 4 damage, add 1 flank to your hand. What does flank do? Flank cards, they will stay in your deck until the end of the turn. Does not tell me what it does. Oh, here, sorry. Flank. 10 armor, stealth, ethereal, deal 8 damage, stealth, ethereal. That sounds good. Okay, I like that. Hate sacrifice. Deal star damage equal to the rage status. Afterwards, reduce rage to 0. That just all round sounds terrible. So, sacrifice. Deal damage equal to the armor. Afterwards, reduce armor to 0. Oh, this is one of those. These are terrible. We could skip. I'm not a fan of these abilities here. Suppose we just create one anyway. But yeah, this is going to make it very difficult to use the card. If I have too many high value cards, that could be a real problem. Let's go to the shop here and have a look. 5 armor, gain 1 protection. Gain 1 counter boost. Next time this ability is used, add 1 to the status effect value it gives. Okay, that's cool. So we can purchase these with our resources up here. It looks like it uses soul shards. Right. I like Iron Fist. Iron Fist is not bad. 8 damage and 8 armor. I don't think we're going to buy anything at this point though. We could have a look at the deck changing. Your deck must contain at least 6 cards. Oh, right, here we can create a new one. Okay, I see. That's interesting. One card I'm thinking I might actually remove this. You know what? No. Let's just keep playing. Let's see how we go. Let's carry on down. So we have to do a combat. That's an elite combat. Fight a powerful demon. Fight one of the cursed. Return to Nadir with all gathered resources. We could do that as well. Alright, just for the sake of it, let's check out this elite combat so I can show you guys what it's all about. Alright, we have Cerberus. That's not the Cerberus I would have thought of. Some sort of disgusting worm creature. Okay, we're going to gain a rage. I think that's probably a good idea. Gain a shield. We're going to take 8 damage by the looks of it. They get protection 2. Okay. Deal 10 and 9 armor. That's not bad. Let's do that. They've got quite a lot more health than the other enemies. Almost double, basically. It does 8 damage 3 times. Erase the highest debuff. Okay. $20 armor. That does not sound good to me. Okay, we can't do anything with that yet. We can block. Should be gaining armor. I think we need to gain that armor actually, yes. Three damage 2 times, it's just not much. Guess we're gonna have to go with that though. Outflank. I do like this. We might grab this actually. See how that works. So we get flank card. Wide slash is 20 damage. That's gonna pop off both of their red cards, so there'll be 16. Oh god, that's a lot. Hang on. They'll gain 15 armor plus 2 protection, I think it is. So I think that means they get what, 17 armor. It's 24 damage coming in from that card, so 30, 40 damage I think I'd end up taking there. That's a bit rough actually. How can I do this? Stealth card will not trigger the enemy reaction written on the enemy card. That sounds great. Let's do that then. Okay, so that card is gone now. What do we have as far as double up? We do have a piercing. I don't think I need the piercing yet. I really wish I could get this 20 damage off though. It's just, it's going to be rough. There. How about we just attack this card? We'll take the 16 damage and the 15 armor. This might give us a few more options here. Like the piercing, we could do piercing. I know you're going to get more armor up though. Just gives us a little bit more options. Deal 10 damage, get 9 armor. I mean, I may have screwed this up completely, but... Okay, I'm just going to do the 20 damage. Let's see. I think I'm taking a lot of damage there, yeah. Okay, we can do 8 damage. We do... So, 24 damage. Let's do the double slash. I think the parry is all I can actually do here. So we're going to do 8 damage and protect. That 30 damage would have been awesome to have. Add a flank. I think that's probably the best bet actually. The flank is super useful here. Right. I might actually take the armor. I could potentially get killed quite easily. We'll also use Iron Fist here. Eight damage. That one's going to do 24 to me. I could afford to take that. So we do wide slash. I'll take 24 here. No, I never took any damage there, okay. Piercing damage. I don't need that just yet. So, now that these have empty slots, I can kind of whittle him down a little bit. Gain 1 shielded. Do another 8 damage here. It's 8 damage and the 20 armor isn't that bad. I think I'm going to do the 8 damage again. So we blocked that with the shielded. So 8 armor. Damage 2 times. That can go on here. Alright, let's block. We'll take this damage here. Okay, we've backed 2 blue cards. With that, we could potentially do our 15 piercing. We will take a lot of damage from that though. Actually, maybe we hit the red. I actually really wanted some sort of shield. I think I'm gonna have to do this. I don't really want to take that damage. $10 damage, 8 armor, that's not ideal. 5 damage, add 1 flank. Deal 20 damage. That's a kill. Oh no. Okay, I screwed that up. I think I should have actually gone with the Iron Fist. I forgot about the armor. That's my bad. Well, at least we still got some loot. So yeah, we can come back here and have a look at this. So heals your character 10 HP when advancing to another circle. That sounds pretty good. Let's purchase that. Altar of the Dark Embrace. Okay, well, that was Nadir. This is a really interesting concept. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this, I think. The art style is amazing. It really does have that Darkest Dungeon feel to it. And like I said before, even the city building element reminds me a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic. So yeah, it's a unique combination, I think. A really unique combination of game mechanics here. So, I mean, if you enjoyed watching this, I'd be keen to do some more on it, and potentially if we can unlock some more of these sins or different characters we have here, that'd be great. But if you enjoyed that, leave a like and a comment below and hit that subscribe button. I'll be posting more of these types of videos, hopefully every couple of days for you guys. Alright, well, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.